right, Stinky Fish Farts. As you can see, our budget got increased like tenfold. So I take credit to none of it. All I did was move the green screen. It was all this guy right here, New Media Study. That leads me to my next point. This is Thomas Frank. He is a senior here at Iowa College, and we have chosen to interview him because he will not be with us longer. He's dying. I'm kidding. He's graduating. I'll start it off strong. I'm sure you've been preparing for this interview, so tell me a question you were hoping I'd ask.
Wow. Okay. I would love to be asked about wow. Yeah. That you really just took the interview and then made it all my problem. Probably ask something about movies. I like talking about movies. Answer my question about movies.
Yeah.
It
wasn't really a question.
What movie? What movie are you working on, Thomas? That's a great question. So, for my senior project, I'm working on Johnny Bronson, which is a short narrative film about an isolated hate streamer who kind of has to come to terms with what he's doing after his neighbors reach out to him and start being more friendly to him. And also, he's an alien whose mission is to get humanity to destroy itself. So it's kind of at odds with that. So that's what I've been working on a lot. I really have not had. I haven't even had time to sit down and watch movies. The last movie I watched was Andy the Talking Hedgehog last night, and it was slop. It was slop from a butt, but. It was a Michigan filmmaker, so that was kind of beautiful. It would allow me to put myself in their shoes. You know what I'm saying?
That's just the only redeeming quality.
Yeah, I mean pretty much. Pretty much.
Michigan.
Yeah, it's really bad.
My question about movies is: do you think that the Lego Movie is a cinematic masterpiece?
I think so. I think that not only in terms of what it does for the Lego brand, but I think also. The movie making aspects of it itself. For a while, Lego movies were stuck in this weird
Like
CG
that
nightmare
weird
state.
animation.
Yeah, where it's it was cool. I loved Lego Ninjago as much.
Yeah,
as the
kind of like how the old Lego Batman games were animated in that weird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And then Lego Movie kind of brought that not only to the mainstream but also was super huge. I also think that there's a capitalist critique of it, of course, but. I think that overall it's a great movie. I would support it if it was added to the Criterion Collection or something of that nature.
So you don't like the Lego Ninjago movie?
I didn't say that, actually. I have never seen the Lego Ninjago movie, but I used to watch the Lego Ninjago series when it was coming out. I watched up until season 2. No, I didn't even watch season 2. But I watched season 1, and then I watched until they revealed who the Green Ninja is. No spoilers, but...
How long has this series been out?
Dude, you never know. Dude. Maybe Penny hasn't seen it, bro. You never know.
I've seen the clips.
That's another thing. Okay, wait. While we're just on the subject, what do you guys think about people who say, "Oh yeah, I've seen a movie on TikTok," or something like that, or I watch a show through TikTok? Because I think that is nothing. Not nothing.
Well, you're not supporting the filmmakers, first of all, by giving it more views and revenue.
You're making sure it's recording?
Yeah.
Always very wise. Very wise.
Very wise. But it reminds me of back in the olden days when I had to watch animes through 60-part series on YouTube where it was cropped really poorly. So it's kind of like that. If you don't have the streaming service that it's on and it's full parts of the full movie on TikTok, or I've seen people upload entire Monster High movies on YouTube.
Yes.
Or onto TikTok.
Okay. I like that interpretation of it, because then it's more I saw something recently that was if you have only seen Let's Plays of a game, then you haven't experienced the game. You don't get to call yourself a fan. And I think that is classist, because some people don't have the money to invest in money or time, realistically, to invest in those games or invest in the consoles needed to buy the games, needed to enjoy the games.
Exactly.
And so I think that is an interesting interpretation of it in terms of is it the same thing for TikTok movies? But I just see it as maybe it's me. Maybe I'm Unk. So
Maybe
I don't know.
maybe I'm Unk. Talking about Unk status.
Okay.
How do you feel about being a senior here at Alton College?
I'm really nervous. I'm gonna miss like being, first of all, living in a frat house. I'm part of Phi Mu Alpha, W fraternity, best fraternity on campus, maybe best fraternity ever, truthfully. No hazing, always chill, inclusive, W people in it. So, and we make music. So, that's pretty great. But like, I live in a house with like 6 other guys, and so if I'm bored and I'm at my house, I can just walk downstairs and there's probably a guy downstairs. Or like, worst comes to worst, nobody's at the house, I can text one of my friends and they're a 5-minute walk away. When I'm graduated, I'm not going to be in that situation. I'm going to be in a situation where like I would need to drive and like plan out times to hang out with people, and that just I'm not good with that. So I'm going to be more purposeful about it when I get home, but the community, that's probably like one of the biggest things that I'm nervous about when it comes to graduating. I am excited to, live my life, and I have to then take initiative in my life. There's a world where I just shut out, and like live in my mom's basement for 4 years, and I don't want that to happen. So that means I've got to take initiative and can't just, get stoned and play video games all day.
That would be the life, though.
That's true. Yeah. So that's why actually I'm gonna become a famous streamer, and I'm dropping out right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sticky Fish
Just-
Farts rival.
Yeah, I'm making a rival channel. It's gonna blow yours out of the water. And I'm taking this episode. Actually,
Poopy
this is
crab
my
butt.
episode.
Oh, this is my episode.
Yeah.
It's gonna be called Poopy Crab Butt.
Yeah, exactly. You solved it. See, and I'm stealing the name too. Yep.
Fuck.
Yep. All
It's
right.
gonna be like flowery, like
All happy and joyful.
flowery bird,
Shit. Flowery bird shit.
flowery bird burps.
What's a good something that smells nice that starts with a B? Because then you can do the alliteration. The BBB.
Beautiful bird burps.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, welcome guys to the first episode of the Beautiful Bird Burps podcast. Where we will be talking to these 2 chuds from Stinky Fish Farts. Yeah, I'm
You
your
flipped the
host.
script.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have interview questions for us then?
Yeah. My interview question is, what do you want to be asked?
Okay.
Dude, I'm like just barely like swinging my legs on this chair. You guys can't see it.
He's
but,
so
like,
small, he only needs 1 popcorn. You're only 3
One
sauces
popcorn.
tall.
1 apple.
Mhm.
1 apple tall.
Oh man, I should get one of those apple boxes. Just keep my feet up like this. Anyways,
Tell me about something you had to teach yourself recently.
how to balance like having fun with other people and still getting my stuff done. Especially in senior year, like the classes that I have 3 classes right now, 3 real classes. There's my senior capstone, which is all me working on my own. There's my communications 450, which is also just me working on a paper. And then there's Com 111, and that's literally just like I give a speech every 2 weeks or so. So there's not a lot of structure in terms of like I need to do this assignment each week, but I've got like these big projects that need to be done over the course of the semester. And so I think learning how to not procrastinate and get some of that done, but also balancing like because right there's the deadline on me, the literal deadline of like this is the senior show, this is when this movie needs to be done, this is when my paper needs to be done. But there's also the soft deadline of like after a certain while I hit graduation and then I'm not at Alma College anymore. And so not only am I fighting the deadlines of getting my assignments done, I'm fighting the deadlines of, well, I only have so much time to hang out with my friends. And so sometimes finding some of that balance between, I could edit for 30 minutes or I could go get a smoothie with Killian. Shout out Killian. Or I could, play some Wii games with Zach or play some Halo with Will. Or go on a walk with Cammy. It's difficult to figure out that balance and how I value each way I spend my time. I think that's been another big thing for me is like viewing time as a resource. and seeing like how do I spend it. So learning how to spend my time wisely, I would say, is something that I've learned recently.
How did you determine that you didn't know how to do this, and how did you determine when you knew enough?
Say again. Say again.
How did you determine that you didn't know this, like part of yourself, and how did you determine that okay, I've learned this now?
So I would say that I determined that I didn't know it when, well, I think to a certain extent I've always known it. To a certain extent I felt pretty confident that I think Anthony's just showing off the studio, don't worry.
Hey guys,
Howdy.
what are you doing?
They're interviewing me.
What channel?
Stinky fish farts.
It's memorable.
Yeah.
What's the channel about?
Literally nothing. We are
Now
back.
you're gonna know exactly in the cut based on the audio wavelength right where we start again. So
Perfect.
it's just a little editing thing. Guys, I specialize in editing. Reach out with any of your editing needs. Unless you want me to do social media work, I'd rather not. But
Well, if I become a Twitch streamer, can you edit my VODs? Or do you specialize in like movie editing?
So okay, I've edited VODs before, and partially I think it was because the guy who I was working with didn't know how to work with people. So there was this guy for the video game Binding of Isaac. He would do 4-player videos, and then I thought he was hilarious. I was loving his content, and then eventually he was like, "Hey, I'm looking for editors. I need a couple editors." So I sent in an application, and I got in, and he was like, "Yeah, man, do you know how to use DaVinci?" And I was like, "No, I've never used DaVinci." So I crash coursed DaVinci, and then he was just like such a nitpicky asshole. And what I realized is that I don't have the brain to come up with I do have the brain to come up with bits like in my own life like that. But like when I'm editing a video, trying to find little bits, and then the biggest thing is then animating. He would want like full video like gags and stuff like that. He was like, you can't just have text popping up. You can't just have an image popping up. Like you need to have that visual element because it gets the viewers more. So after about 2 videos of his, I stopped editing for him. But it was great learning experience. And I got paid, so that was W. But overall, yeah, I think that I would love to work on movie editing specifically because I think that like narrative editing, that's really where I shine. Much less in the like I would rank it like if I had to rank the NMS applications, I would put social media last because coming up with content is soul crushing. Because you're literally, like when you're coming up with content for a page, you are designing disposable content. Like you are designing disposable art, essentially. Because you're like, well, we're posting one thing every 3 days, and it'll show up on people's feeds. But we don't care about the quality. We care about the quantity. The quantity is more important, and I think that that's really awful. I think to a certain extent that goes to like VOD editing and YouTube editing and stuff like that, but not as bad.
Yeah.
And then there's like documentary editing, which is its own challenge, but it's fun to sometimes. And then there's like movie narrative editing, which is my favorite. I love that. That's where I zoom in on.
Which is what you did for the Pine River Film Festival?
No.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I thought you were in there, but
no, I did not. I did not enter anything to the Pine River Film Festival, but it would be that sort of thing. So, like, the Pine River Film Festival had like sections for narrative short films. That would be the stuff that I would be editing.
Heck yeah. All right. So, last thing. Okay. So, second to last thing from me. What advice would you have for your younger self?
How young are we talking? Like
Adolescence.
Adolescence? So like middle school-ish? Stop watching porn, probably. Honestly, like that's probably the biggest thing that, you know, on a serious note, that would probably be my advice. But on a less serious note, I would probably say, like, just enjoy your youth, you know, like enjoy the time. I feel like I didn't spend enough time like making stupid videos or like doing like these sorts of things because I was so busy like trying to be cool or like worrying about what other people would think about me. But like it really is not that serious, and I think that if I had done that more, like I also would be coming in with more experience too. So probably just to do what I love more, and I would also tell myself to invest in Bitcoin.
Okay. Okay. Would this advice also go for your future self as well?
Yeah, not the Bitcoin. But no, I mean, like, I think the other two pieces of advice, yeah, I would
Stop watching porn and enjoy your time.
Yeah, because and it goes hand in hand too, right? If you've got more, if you're wasting your time watching porn, that's time that could be spent doing other things like hanging out with friends, watching a movie, playing a video game, like. And it goes back to the time management thing, right? Managing time as a resource. Like, there's things that are, like, necessary time commitments, like editing my project. And then there's, like, fun resources that are, like, you know, I don't necessarily need to do this, but this is good. This is enrichment. It's soul enriching to, like, watch a movie or play a video game. And then there's, like, slop time wasters, and that's, like, scrolling on Instagram, watching porn, if I did crack, that would probably be in there. But
I think you might have bigger issues than time wasting if you did crack.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Wasting time in jail.
Yeah, that could be a good one.
My last thing before turning it over to Peyton. Do you think Squidward puts his own nose in his mouth?
Like he sucks on it?
Do you think that's how he clears his sinuses?
It's like siphoning gas.
Yeah.
You gotta suck it in and they go.
I can't speak for Squidward, obviously, because I'm not Squidward, but I identify more as a SpongeBob, I think. But
okay.
I think if I was Squidward, I would have to try it at least once. It's kind of like if you're a guy, like you have to try sucking your own dick at least once.
Do you think it's almost on the same level as picking your own boogers and eating it? Like seeing how that tastes?
Maybe. I mean, okay, I think that, like, with that, you're more so just, like, a dumb kid, and, like, you only know how to do 5 things. And so, like, you're trying to add a 6th thing. With the trying to suck your own dick or Squidward sucking his own nose, I think that comes out of more of a curiosity of, like, I need to do this. You got to be a little bit more cognizant in order to do it. But also, I think that Squidward nose falls somewhere in between the two, because, right, he's probably had that big nose his whole life, so... I think that, you know, there's a very deep question at the end of the day.
Do you think other people suck his nose?
Yes. Yes. I do think other people suck his nose.
Would you suck his nose?
Probably not. But not, like, because I'd be opposed to nose sucking, but rather, like, I just don't know him that well enough. You know, it feels a little bit wrong to say that I would suck on Squidward's nose without knowing him personally.
Okay.
You know, like, especially in a public setting like this.
He's gotta take you on a date first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take me to dinner first.
I want to make sure that, like, I can love all of him, including his nose, before, you know, I'd take that step.
the step of sucking on his nose.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's base 1, there's first base, which is didn't you have you had first base, second base, third base, ground ball, foul ball.
Oh, I had third base coach, foul ball.
What the hell is a third base coach?
Somebody recording you.
Or a cuck?
No, that's somebody who lets somebody else rail his girlfriend or wife.
I know, but
what would that be in baseball
Could
terms?
a cuck hypothetically be a third base coach?
I think depending on the type of cuckoldry, like, it could be a coach. Because, right, there's sometimes, I wouldn't know. But I would assume that there's, like, different types of cucks where, like, some of them, like, enjoy, like, the you know, like, oh, yeah,
They enjoy it.
I'm not there. But
They enjoy it.
all of them enjoy it. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Some of them
'Cause
just make a mistake. And
No,
are like,
some people just, like, let it happen and they can't do anything about it, so they just...
Yeah.
But they're still with the person.
Yeah. And then they just need to have a serious talk. But like I think that like in this sex positive day and age, like I don't want to judge too terribly. I wouldn't do it, but like but that's to say, like, I think there's probably people who just like hide in the corner and like enjoy the shame of it, and then there's other people who are like, yeah, fuck her harder, dude, fuck her harder. Oh yeah, go for the butthole, let's go. I think there's probably it's a spectrum. Love is a spectrum.
Yeah.
Cuckery is a spectrum.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
What was I saying before? Oh, do you think you would be able to leave like I was about to say hickories. Hickles?
Hickeys?
Hickeys!
Pickles?
On Squidward's now.
Would you
Probably,
leave pickles
yeah.
on his pickle?
Yeah, I could probably leave Hickles on Squidward's pickle. I think that's possible.
Okay. Okay, you go.
Now you
Okay.
go. Now you go.
Mine are a little less serious than hers, but are you a smart fella or a fart smeller?
I would say I'm a smart feller. I mean, like, right, everybody, every once in a while, it has to happen. But I think that overall, like, I would say I'm more of a smart feller.
Oh, you're using the hard R instead of...
Well, I can say it because I am
Because you're a fella? Okay.
Yeah. But no,
Chur.
what?
Chur.
Chur?
Chud.
Chud?
Chud with a hard R. Chur.
Churd?
Your face got scared first.
Yeah, I got a little nervous. It's your show, man. Whatever you do.
Your playthrough, man.
Yeah,
It's your playthrough.
yeah, man.
Welcome.
If that's the type of channel this is.
Shout out Logan and Jordan.
Dude, shout out Logan Van Oster and Jordan Rosecrans.
doubt
They're
they're
on the
gonna-
next episode. Did you guys hear about this? I got them for the next episode of Beautiful Bird Burps. It's gonna be hype.
Fuck.
I gotta text him, let him know right now.
No, there is. I mean, I think it's a reasonable question because that brings something else that I want to talk about. Like, have you guys realized that there's just people, and maybe this is part of college, but like, I didn't realize this till I was in college. But there are people who are just dumb. Like,
Dude, how did
They're-
they graduate high school and get into college?
yeah,
Like, I'm genuinely wondering.
and it's right. It's not their fault, obviously, because I think this is Marcus Aurelius. I think said this. Like, you can't be mad at someone for being dumb because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be mad at someone for something they don't know because you're letting you're in control of your own emotions and whatnot.
Mhm.
But no, like, it really is. I have these moments, and part of college, I think, is learning how to work with people who are dumber than you sometimes.
Yeah, no, last semester in my FYS class, I had someone in my group, and we were doing a presentation on poverty in America, and he said, in a professional presentation, he wrote in the middle of the slide, in my opinion, it's wild that children have to experience poverty. Thank you, JD, that's really insightful.
It's wild, bro. I mean, it is wild,
In
right?
my opinion.
In my
it's
opinion.
wild.
That's just my humble opinion, though. I mean, truthfully, okay, really quickly, guys, make sure to, A, vote in the midterms, but B, call your representatives. Bernie Sanders and Ro Khanna have introduced legislation called the Make Billionaires Pay Their Fair Share Act, and this would basically tax billionaires a 5% annual wealth tax. So, like, for example, Elon Musk would then, I think he's at $800 million net worth, he would owe $42 billion in taxes. So, with this money, we could use it to abolish homelessness in the next 10 years, and that's not a joke, that's for real. We would also be able to support families much better. It would be pro-family, which is, what the conservative viewer base is all about, allegedly. I got a little lost, but yeah, basically just go vote. Make sure you vote. Make sure your voice is heard, especially you watching this because you're probably a young person, and young people are the demographic that doesn't vote
Are
the
the
most, but
Smartest.
are the smartest people. But like, we also, like, there is that's true, like, old people, especially old people, like, I think, when do you guys think there should be a cap on age for leading the
Cap
country?
on age. When you get to a certain age, we execute you.
No. Not in general, but like for working in the office of government.
Yes, absolutely.
I think past good 65.
I agree. I think that's a good.
No, definitely no one over 70.
Mm-hmm. I would say if you have to be 35 to be the president, then once it's been 35 years since you've been 35, which would be 70, then you're cut off.
Because I'm thinking of Zerby, our band director right now. He's like in his 60s, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I would trust him to be the president of the United States.
I trust him.
That's because he's Zerby, not because of his age.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I trust.
Zerby.
I would trust him more than, than the big guy upstairs right now. 800.
So, this is the best podcast.
This is the best podcast. It's the best podcast I've ever seen.
Anyway, I think we should stay away from politics for now.
Back to okay.
This is a light.
Hold on.
next
I
question.
gotta. My fly's been down the whole time,
Oh.
so that's great.
My next question. Do it fart.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's very important. Which Spider-Man is your favorite?
Are you saying only live actions? Or
I'll say live action first, and then we can
Okay.
branch out to the rest.
Miles Morales is the real answer, but in terms of who is Spider-Man, Andrew
Mhm.
Garfield.
This
His
is
movies
true.
are not great, but Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, I love him. I love him. He's so
Mhm.
he's grand. He's just a grand little guy. I love
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
Okay. And this is the last one that I have written down. How would you get out of a blender if you were shrunken to the size of a paperclip?
Like the big paper clips or the baby ones?
No, like a regular size
Oh.
paperclip.
That's not a
How
paper
would you
clip.
get out of a blender if you were like this big?
I don't think I could. I think I would have to accept my fate. I'd probably
It wouldn't be a paperclip. It would just be like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids type of.
Yeah, but like I mean the sides of the blender are like I can't.
I think it depends on the blender, because if you're in like one of those ninja blenders that has like 3 layers of blades.
Yeah, maybe I could do some
You could climb
parkour.
up the
And
center.
as soon as the blender turns on, I'm fucked, right?
Yeah.
I think it would be like one of those like moment. I think I would honestly just pray. Like I think that's what would happen. It's like in those videos of like the drone strike videos where it's like people like getting killed that they put out during the Obama administration, I think.
Mhm.
And like you can see them like they pray for like 2 seconds, and then you see like them realize like, oh my god, this is all I'm gonna die, and then they die. I think that's what would happen to me.
Okay.
Basically.
I thought you were just about to get up and be like, oh man, how would I get out?
I mean, you're right. Like okay, so if I'm this tall and the blender's like this big, right? Could I like do this? Maybe, I don't know. I would probably try to do that. I would probably try to run up it, like a skateboard ramp type thing. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe
I bet if you got sweaty enough, or maybe not too sweaty, and like took your shoes and socks off, then you could probably like.
grip up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I in there with anything else? Is there any other like materials?
You're butt naked in the
Is it
blender.
is it just a Thomas smoothie, or is it like a Thomas and banana smoothie? Because right, like
Yeah, if you were like in someone else's blender and they started adding stuff to it, then you could probably get out that way.
I guess my question for you, Cammie, is when was the last time you thought about eating pussy? Be honest.
I mean, honestly, like when I read my books and they just, they just sprinkled that in there. Like I'm a very imaginary person. I live in my head like all the time. So I'll just be like casually like imagining this, and then I see that and I have to be like, all right, I'm gonna cut myself off. I am no longer imagining myself as this person, which would be.
So you imagine yourself as the masculine person in that situation?
No, like the person who narrates.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like the person who narrates, they're like, oh, he does this and this and this, and like my mind instantly goes to like he does this, like.
So
I
you
do
imagine
this.
yourself with a cock?
No.
Is
not-
basically what I'm hearing.
No.
Okay,
No.
so when's
Have
your...
you read a book?
You
before?
just live inside of the head of whoever is narrating the book.
Yeah, and whoever's like doing stuff, like who's ever is
So then when
enacting actions.
so when they start eat pussy, you get scared and you stop reading?
I don't get scared, but I'm just like, alright.
Are you like Killian? It like scares you to see it.
Yeah. I think that's what it sounds like to me. And Penny, what's your favorite fruit?
I think bananas, honestly. They go with so much stuff. Like, if I could only eat like one fruit for the rest of my life, I think it would be bananas because I can pair them with so many things.
And you can suck them like a cock.
That's not really
you,
what I do.
don't know what's going on with
That's
you.
not typically what I do
So,
with them,
guys,
but I could.
drink
Thank
so
you
many
for
gooch
coming to
juice.
Gay Stinky Fish Farts, the version of the channel where everybody is gay.
No, shut up.
and-
Everyone's gay and really horny.
Everyone's gay and horny.
Computer, make these two boys
Computer.
super gay and horny.
Computer, shut down the show, delete all the footage, and corrupt all the files.
What's one piece of advice you want to share with my listeners?
One
One
Piece.
piece, yeah. One piece of advice. Enjoy your life. Don't. We could be fucked at any time, literally and figuratively. So just enjoy yourself. I mean, enjoy yourself as long as it's not to the detriment of others. I'm not saying like enjoy yourself and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go kill people now. But like, yeah, just enjoy yourself. Live life to the fullest.
What's your favorite funny story to tell people?
I thought you said we needed to wrap this up. I'm not gonna have time to tell my favorite funny story. My
It-
favorite funny story? If you give me a random word, I'll tell you a story related to that word.
Headphones.
Headphones? Okay, so this one time, this is not related to headphones necessarily, but this one time when I was in the YMCA, I was playing Geometry Dash on my phone, and I had my phone plugged in, and then I got so mad because I died at like 97% of the level that I twitched, I yanked my phone out of the charger, but like part of the brick was still in the outlet, but part of the brick wasn't, so I tried to put it back and it exploded, and there was a burn mark on the YMCA wall, probably still to this day.
Awesome.
And this was last week, so.
No, wait,
No.
shut up. No, it wasn't. Anything. I just imagined 21 or 24-year-old Thomas.
4? I'm 21. What do you mean, no, I'm not?
You're like 23.
Yeah, let's roll with that.
Dude, how
Yeah,
old are you?
21!
No, you're not.
You're young for a senior.
No, I'm not!
I'm gonna be turning 21 when I'm a junior.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna turn 22 this year, but it's not May yet.
Oh.
Alright,
Oh, I see.
sorry, I'm almost 22. I'm 21 and a half, guys. I'm 21 and 3/4.
I thought you were
24,
24.
dude. Took a while. Took a while to get through.
householder type shit.
Yeah. I mean, no judgment to people who are 24 in college. I know a couple people who are freshmen at 20, so, you know, it's whatever your
Gap years are okay.
yeah, whatever your life requires. But no, I am not 24. But thank you for thinking of me that way, I guess.
Just big man Thomas in the corner with freaking Geometry Dash. Anything else you want to talk about or any wrap-up thoughts?
I am very happy that I was able to be interviewed. These two chuds are both people I'm genuinely very happy I met and have changed my year for the better. And wherever your lives take you, I hope it continues to be good, and I know that you guys are going to make mostly smart choices. And
Do you know us?
come out on top.
I only make smart choices.
Because that's the biggest thing, is make dumb choices, but then as long as you can fix it in the end, that's what's important. So, yeah, and subscribe to Beautiful Burps, new episode coming out. We got Joe Rogan, Andrew Tate, and Nick Fuentes on the episode.
I think that much energy in a room would just cause like a
and-
nuclear bomb.
And New Media Studies senior show. Come see Johnny Bronson premiere April 12th. I'll also probably put it on YouTube. I don't know if it can get into film festivals because I have a bunch of logos on stuff. But yeah, check out my film. Check out my other stuff. I think it's Tomf on Apple Music, on Spotify, on YouTube. I got some other short films up. I got like the Turing Procedure. I play saxophone in a video. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of nonsense. So, yeah.
My final question is, can I have that shirt? I am #1 Mitski fan ever.
Oh yeah, of course, dude. Here you go.
Keep your shirt on.
Take it off right now. She just went on.
Okay, guys.
Five places in
Bye.
America.
We're leaving now.
Nearest
Okay,
place-
bye. Finky fig fart. Five fig fart. Five fig fart. Five fig fart.
Five fig fart.